Well, it looks like we got ourselves some patch notes, guys. What's good? My name's JB, and we're going to be checking out the patch notes real quick. But before we actually get into that, I will be live here in about an hour and a half-ish whenever Clefable actually goes live. So if you want to come hang out, watch some Clefable gameplay, it's going to be fun. You know, it's going to be late, so I don't expect a whole lot of people to be there. But if you want to show up and hang out for a little bit, it'd be pretty cool. We'll be live probably until very, very degen hours. So yeah. Hope to see you there. Anyway, let's go ahead and check out these patch notes. It's a really, really short update, which is super unfortunate because, man, there were a lot of things I felt needed to be addressed, and they only addressed a couple of them. Spoiler alert, they did not touch Mew except for bug fixes, which is absolutely baffling that they thought that they could keep that character in the game and not touch it, which that's a topic for another video. I think Mew is the most broken character in the history of this game. Borderline with Absol, but you know, some people will fight you on that. I think in Absol, when Absol were broken, you can talk about Sylveon, Duraludon, whatever other release you want to think is much more broken. Mew has been the most broken character in the game longer than any of those other Pokemon by far. Anyway, that's not what we're here to talk about. Just a little bit of a tangent. Mew's broken and they didn't nerf it. So yeah, there's not a whole lot of updates. There's just some bug battle pass stuff. New battle passes out with Delphox that looks sick. New season for ranked, which is cool. Shop updates, event updates, which I'm sure means absolutely nothing. Like, shop updates, what we all want is for there to be new skins in the Hollow World ticket shop or new stuff to buy with our fashion tickets. That's what we all want. Will that be there? Absolutely not. They haven't updated that in over a year, so why would they do it now? I don't know. Hopefully I'm wrong. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into the changes. So we have some buffs to Scyther, which is a little bit weird because Scyther was by far the better of the two, but I guess, you know, nerfing or buffing Scyther a little bit won't hurt at all. So it has some damage increases to its boosted attack, to its double hit, and to dual wing beat. So just buffs all around to Scyther. And I believe there's a Swords Dance change. The Swords Dance change to SCIZOR also affects Scyther's Swords Dance. So that's what I read on, I think it was El Chico Eevee said that on Twitter. Pretty sure that's true. So if it's not, my bad, but I'm pretty sure the Swords Dance change will affect both of them. As for SCIZOR, following stats have been adjusted: defense, special defense, and HP. So I'm assuming those are buffs, which I guess is good. It didn't really feel necessarily that squishy. I mean, it did feel squishy. The problem is it did no damage, but that's where this comes in. They reduced the cooldown of Bullet Punch, and they also buffed the damage for Bullet Punch. So I think SCIZOR is hopefully going to be in a really, really good playstyle, and that makes me very excited as someone who really, really loves all-arounders. That is hopefully going to be really cool, and hopefully SCIZOR is in a much better place. As for Swords Dance, the cooldown has been reduced, and the duration's effects on the user has been decreased. So it's weird. They give it a cooldown buff, but they nerfed the effects on it. So you don't get as much attack, I guess. I'm assuming it just gave attack. I don't read moves, but playing mainline Pokemon games for 20 plus years, Swords Dance boosts your attack, so I'm just assuming that's what I did. That's weird that they would nerf that. I don't really feel like they needed that. Maybe it did with the Bullet Punch buff. Maybe it would have just been crazy, which would that have been the worst thing? It's by far the worst Pokemon they've ever released. Let it be broken for like a week, maybe. I don't know. Hopefully it's only broken for a week. Hopefully there's another balance patch soon. And then last but not least, we have a buff to its Unite move, which... nice. It's still going to be really, really hard to push people into your clones, but at least you'll do more damage if you can manage to hit it. I think it's still going to have a terrible Unite move, but this Bullet Punch is better. It's going to really be stacking its defenses, really be very tanky and very hard to take down. So, hey, this is probably a really good thing for SCIZOR. And then we just last up have a few bug fixes. So Charizard's Unite move, there's some bug fixes. I believe this had to do with not being able to grab certain targets or not being able to burn certain targets. I don't exactly know what it was, but I'm pretty sure it had to do with not being able to grab certain things at certain times. Either way, they fix it. And then Mew's, this is the only thing they did for Mew, which just, like I said earlier, it really pisses me off that this is the only thing they touched on Mew. They fixed some bugs. So what it was when you used your boosted auto and agility, no matter which way you're pointing agility, you would move towards Mew. So inherently, or you would move forward even if you were pointing your agility backwards. It's ridiculous. So basically they just buffed Mew, which I can't believe this, dude. Like, oh, Mew is so broken, and it's man. Mime didn't get touched, Mew didn't get touched, Glaceon hasn't been as much of a problem recently, Gengar didn't get touched, but the fact that they did not nerf Mew, like, I could care less about Mime. Mime is deal-with-able to some extent. The Glaceon deal to some extent. Gengar, if it misses its moves, it's useless. Mew is just another level of broken. You can't touch it, you can't catch it, you can't do anything with it, and all they do is fix a bug that makes it better. So yeah, more Mew meta, boys. I'm so fucking excited for that. And then last but not least, we have a Score Shield bug fix. What this was if you were scoring with Rayquaza Shield and someone broke your Score Shield, sometimes you wouldn't be able to continue scoring even though you still had your full Rayquaza Shield. So they fixed that bug now, and I believe you'll just be able to stack your Score Shield with Rayquaza Shield, which is cool. You usually don't need it, but it is just nice for those rare instances where on your way to score with Ray Shield, you do get some of your shield broken. So it's nice for those scenarios. But if you still have a full Ray Shield, like, you rarely ever used it, but it is still nice that it wouldn't stop your score completely, because you would still have your shield. It's just it shouldn't have stopped your score. That's what it would do, is they fixed that bug. So yeah, there's some changes to Pokemon Unite. One of the worst patch notes ever, I would say. I mean, it's cool they buffed SCIZOR, like, it really needed it. Scyther's buff's cool, I guess. I didn't think Scyther was that bad to the point it needed its entire kit buffed. But yeah, cool buffing SCIZOR. I like I said, I've mentioned it multiple times this video. I cannot believe Mew didn't get nerfed. Like, that's ridiculous to me, and it's gonna be a long season, boys. But yeah, like I said, I'll be live in about an hour and a half when this patch actually goes live and we're able to play Clefable. So I'll see you there. Come hang out. I know it's gonna be late, and I know other streamers are streaming, but if you want to stop by for a little bit, it'd be pretty cool to have you there. Get you all in. Thanks for watching. Peace.